because this also went viral on my channel recently, so I'd like to get your take on it. It's pretty mixed. Um, is Alex? Did you see the clip of Joaquin Buckley saying Alex Pereira is making MMA look retarded?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Okay. What do you think? Because he's like, you can't come over from another sport and then become a champ, and in less than 10 fights is crazy. But a lot of
It was
people
like
are,
4 fights.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think the UFC got quality. I think we got quantity over anything.
yeah,
This
you
is
know,
my
because
personal opinion.
it's still early, I guess. But no, I hear what you're saying. There's, obviously not a lot of like world class competitors as far as like across the board. You got the
I
world
mean,
class in there, but
no disrespect to Alex Pereira, because I'm a fan of that motherfucker right now. That shit crazy what he doing, but it's still like, how is he able to do that?
right, it kind of in
You
a way makes MMA
know?
look a little funky.
It looks stupid, make it look retarded.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Where you got guys now from different professions out of their life, like, oh yeah, I could do that shit and become a UFC champion too. It shouldn't be like that. And I'm not taking it away from it. Alex Pereira might be working his ass off every motherfucking day to get there. But yet again, when you have somebody that has solely trained in MMA in itself, right? And his whole goal as he got started in combats was to be a UFC fighter. But then you got another guy that's coming over, transitioning from another in different sports, still able to beat you. That's a problem. So I don't think a lot of guys are applying themselves like they should.
He,
In
he
the
beat four
UFC,
people. He beat 4 people, and then he was fighting for a belt. And I was like, "What in the world? I beat 4 people. Where's my belt? Like, what is going on?"
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going. Go ahead.
Is he making MMA look retarded or not? What's your take on it?
So he's a kickboxer coming over to MMA, and I guess in a way he's kind of right, but I don't see that because if I was strictly a boxer or kickboxer and I came to MMA and I was able to beat all of you, who is worse? Like, I don't have any wrestling, I don't have any grappling, and I'm beating all of you. So you guys suck. So I think maybe he's exposing MMA for being crap. Learn how to fight. A lot of fighters. I'm not one of these people. A lot of fighters have bad fight IQs. That's why a lot of good fighters lose. There are fighters in my gym. There are fight that just don't perform how they train, and it's I don't know. It's something mental. Uh, if I personally were to fight Alex, I'm going to touch gloves or not. I don't know if you like to touch gloves, and if you don't like to touch gloves, then fuck you. I'm going to grab your legs and I'm going to put you on the floor. I'm not going to let go of your legs until you're on the floor. That is fight IQ. You can't grapple. You're a blue belt. I think he's a purple belt or a brown belt now. I don't
He's
know
a
how he
black
got.
belt now.
I don't know how he got all these. I don't know
He's a
where
black
this all
belt.
came from. But you're going to the floor. I know. I've been grappling for 12 years. I know that once we touch the floor, I'm going to put my arms around your neck and choke you out. I don't care how good you are at kickboxing. You can't grapple. But all of these people touch gloves and then try to strike with a man who's known for beating people by striking. Like, you're dumb. You are very dumb. So yeah, I think he's exposing MMA fighters for their lack of fight knowledge. Uh, when you like I explained before, boxers, kickboxers, these people have studied. These are methodical fighters. MMAs are brawlers. The street fight. It's like you touch gloves with someone out on the street and then you fight them with a few rules. Don't kick him in the nuts and don't fish hook his mouth. That's it. That's pretty much it. So people are not very smart. They just go and brawl.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess Buckley is actually saying to your point, he was like he finished that clip by being like, so I guess like some people aren't working as hard as they should be. Meaning, like you just said, it's more of a reflection of like MMA.
For
He's
sure.
kind of saying that a lot of fighters in the sport right now aren't really putting in that like world champion work.
No. They I feel like they're putting in what gets them by, for sure.
Why do you
But
think that is? If that's like a trend in the sport right now?
eh, that has to fall on your team. That has to fall on your coach, your team. The mindset around you is how your mindset's going to be going into the fight. And if you fight dumb, I mean, that's a reflection of where you are. I feel like those people that are not fighting to their capability need to move.
The are gyms getting a little bit too? Some gyms maybe getting a little too glorified as far as being like UFC caliber.
100%. Absolutely. If you just because you have a bunch of UFC fighters and then you fail to maintain what got them there. Now you have so much money influence, man. Money brought into someone's life will create a lazy routine. Conor McGregor is number one example. That man was on a mission. Double champ. He wanted to be a triple champ. Got paid. Where has he been? Nowhere. Like dancing with some short people in the club. Shaved his head bald. Like, what are you doing?
Jody was throwing a back arm.
What are you even doing? You talk
What is he doing?
What is he doing
in
that ring? He talks a lot of shit to not be in that octagon. So that's what I mean. And it's because he doesn't have to. It's like, I would talk all crap in the world. Then when you're like, then step in the ring. I don't need to. What?
Doesn't have. He can
I
just
don't have to.
flash a little money and he'll be good.
I don't have to.